Hi YouTube, getting ready to record our next show here with Rebecca von Feldt from Be Good Juicerie. Okay, here we go. Good morning and welcome to the Good Bites by Chicago Foodie Sisters radio show and podcast. This food-focused show highlights the people that bring delicious food to us, some of the food happenings in Northwest Indiana and beyond, and the ways that food brings us together. I'm Carrie Steinweg and I'm your host. I'm co-founder of the Chicago Foodie Sisters food blog and author of Unique Eats and Eateries of Indiana from Reedy Press. And my upcoming book, Unique Eats and Eateries of Illinois, will be coming out this fall. This show is brought to you by Albano's in Valparaiso. Thanks to Pasta Daddy Nick Albano for his support. Our intro music is provided by the talented Vernell Scott. And thanks to podcast productions assistant Eli Geyer for uploading the shows to podcast platforms so that you can listen in whenever you'd like. This show airs Mondays at 8 a.m. with a rebroadcast on Saturdays at 2 p.m. on WVLP 103.1 FM with a live stream at WVLP.org. You'll find video of this interview on Chicago Foodie Sisters YouTube channel and Good Bites by Chicago Foodie Sisters Facebook page. You'll also find the show on several podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So before I start chatting with our guest, time to share some of my recent Good Bites. So my sister Becky, who's the other half of Chicago Foodie Sisters, and I attended an event at Labriola Chicago in Streeterville to highlight their private event spaces. And we had some appetizers, some meatballs, caprese skewers, Caesar salad to get started, and then we made our own mini deep dish pizzas there, which was so much fun.
That sounds good.
We loaded them up with meat and veggies, and I've done a couple pizza classes now at different places, and one thing I noticed is like they don't use shredded cheese, most of them that I've been to where we've done classes. I've done like one at like a wood-fired class. I did this one with a deep dish, but they use slices rather than shredded. And I need to try that at home. I have a little bit. I use sometimes fresh mozzarella, and it melts so nice. So next time I do a pizza at home, I'm gonna have to
just do slices of mozzarella?
Yeah, I don't know. The one I went to, I think maybe was provolone even.
Okay.
Or maybe a mix of mozzarella and provolone, but it melts so nice as a
Makes sense.
As a slice, and they use such high temperatures. Maybe that's why it.
Probably easier to moderate portions too for classes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. So anyway, that was fun, and we had our base of dough that they made, and then the cheese you kind of rest on the sides of the deep dish pan, and then it just kind of melts into like this chewy added layer on the edge of the crust. But yeah, very good, and their sauce is so good too. So then we finished off with some little cannolis and Stan's donuts. So yeah, they have delicious mocktails there, cocktails and mocktails. I had a peach Bellini is kind of my go-to drink, and that was very good. And had a mocktail with hibiscus and prickly pear.
I love that.
Very pretty and very yummy. Yeah, I love anything prickly pear. So yeah, that was a fun little outing we had, and I was out in my old hometown of Lansing last week and stopped at J.J. Kelly's, which is owned by my friends Vince and Joellen Kelly, and it's a little pub located just off I-94 at Torrance, and it's a comfortable spot with lots of regulars who come in, and good food, and they do so many good things for the community. They have a full wall dedicated to veterans, and it's kind of become known as a Marine bar too. So their wall has photos of lots of local military members there, and they have kind of a little memorial there to Lance Corporal Phil Martini, who was a local Marine who was killed in action in Iraq in 2006. So lots of memories there over the years, from Christmas parties to she'd always do a Marine birthday celebration in November and have all of the local veterans come in for a free meal, and that was always fun to be there for that. We had my parents' 50th anniversary there, Joellen had a book signing for me there a few years ago when one of my Lansing books came out. So uh, just a special place to me, and I love everything on their menu. Their food's really good, but I get to have a couple of my favorites when I was there. Their chopped chicken salad and buffalo shrimp.
Nice.
I used to always Hooters used to be my favorite place for buffalo shrimp.
Seems like a better option now.
Yeah, J.J. Kelly's blows theirs away. Yeah. And it's been around since 1988. So this is a fun fact. 1988 they opened, and in the early days, they'd have a lot of live music on the weekends, and so it's where the band Disturbed got their start. They played a lot of their early shows there. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And so they've kept in touch with Vince all these years, and they gifted him one of their gold records.
What?
And it's hanging in the bar. It's really cool. So, and they were even there last year. They played a sold out show at United Center.
You just never know.
Yeah, and they went back
what
to.
role you're gonna play in somebody's life.
I know, yeah. And they really are
That's
grateful
amazing.
to him for helping.
We're still in touch.
Yeah, because like that genre of music, a lot of like bars in the area wouldn't, didn't want the heavy metal stuff, and so those were the kind of ones that Vince liked. So he always, they said that was I don't know, I was reading something the other day that was most of their early gigs were played there, and so they're very appreciative still to Vince. And when they were in town last year for a sold out show at United Center, they even had like I don't know if they were releasing a new record. They had some kind of record signing or something at the bar, and had lines of people, and we're back there to see Vince. And then they brought him out to the show the next night, and gave him a shout out. So yeah. So anyway, that's a special place, and good food if you're ever over the border in Lansing. Stop by J.J. Kelly's and grab a bite. And also I saw that Root and Bone in Chesterton was closing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go and have one last meal, so my husband and I went. And I had been to the Indy location before the Chesterton one had opened, and it's one of the places that's featured in my Unique Eats and Eateries of Indiana book. So it's kind of sad that they were closing. One thing I love about their
I haven't been there.
what's that?
I never got to make it there
Yeah,
yet.
it was like Southern style, and I loved their dishes.
Lots of great things about
Like
it.
they had the prettiest blue floral dishes on the tables. I'm like,
what's happening to the dishes?
I know. I was asking one of the waitresses, I'm like, are they going to auction this stuff off or something?
Right.
Because even after I was there, when they opened the Chesterton one, I was like, God, I love these dishes. And I was looking around online trying to I could not find that exact pattern, but so they have the prettiest dishes. Some of them is that, but yeah, we went and had some of their chicken biscuits. They had really good biscuits, and we split up pimento burger and some of the mac and cheese. So
I'm assuming pimento cheese.
what's that?
I'm assuming pimento cheese.
Yeah, on top of a like double burger. Yeah, it's very good. And then last weekend, my husband and I went up to the North Woods of Wisconsin. And so we were looking for a place to stop for lunch on the way, because it was like a 6.5 hour drive. And did a little online search and found a place called the Cellar District, and it's located in a gorgeous 1920 church.
Wow.
That they converted into this restaurant and brew pub. And it's stunning. Even like we sat in a little booth in a little nook. It's all the stained glass, and they kept like
It's a different
everything.
vibe.
Yeah,
cool.
it's really pretty. So I had a good meal there too. They had a white chicken chili that was really good.
Yeah, that's
And
my
we
favorite.
Yeah,
Chicken
and with
chili.
and we had a turkey BLT. So that was kind of a soup salad combo, and then we got a salad with salmon, and it was just like a monstrous salad and all kinds of good stuff in there. Some candied pecans and avocado and all the good stuff. So it was a very good meal. They had a house beer that we liked too. So I think we're gonna be up in Wisconsin later in the summer. So I'm gonna have to make a trip back there.
I like Wisconsin.
Yeah.
One of my favorite all-time
Me too.
camping trips was out there at one of the national forests. You didn't even have to reserve it. It was just first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Right next to the river.
Yeah. What town was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember the town. We were going to Minnesota, so it was kind of on the way just to quick camping
Yeah,
all the way, but
I love Wisconsin. I don't know, I just
one
love
of the national
Wisconsin.
forests. That alone, man.
Okay. I love the Wisconsin vibes. It just seems like a party all the time in Wisconsin. Like it's all beer and cheese and bratwurst and football and
Good
the
parks.
lake and yeah,
We're
just
steady.
fun stuff. Yeah. Oh, and also it was my first time stopping at a Quick Trip,
Okay.
which is they're just gas stations,
Oh,
but like gas stations
oh,
have really been
imagine.
upping their game.
They have been.
And
I just thought that this morning, actually, going into the sounds funny, the bathroom at the Family Express on 30. I was like, this is like extra fancy in here now. They've got the double water and then the dryer combined into the sink and like
okay.
seeming more futuristic.
Yeah, the first time I saw that was at Wally's, which is another like mega gas station thing. It's kind of almost a Buc-ee's, maybe not quite as large, but there's a couple in Illinois, and I think they're in the process of building one, or they're going to be building one around Indy area. And so I think they're going to kind of, like Buc-ee's is kind of the south. I think Wally's is going to be a bigger one in the Midwest. But Quick Trip. So I went to Buc-ee's for the first time earlier this year. And, okay, not like you're going to be wowed by gas station food, but
I need to start learning more because we are in the process of leaning more towards, I mean, we'll still do all of our regular retail, but we're leaning more towards distribution of getting them in more gas stations as far as the juices. So apparently I need to learn more about all the gas station food anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, and Buc-ee's, their big thing is like their brisket and like barbecue stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I got a brisket when I was there, and I was like, oh, what's this in it? My husband did get it was like a Philly cheesesteak burrito or something, and that was good. But Quick Trip, like their thing is chicken, so they've got like fried chicken, rotisserie chicken, and like, I don't know, popcorn chicken, chicken wraps. They've got all kinds of chicken stuff. So I'd rather go get chicken than I would go get brisket.
Probably
so
safer bet at the gas station.
Yeah, so I like Quick Trip. And it had like a whole section of baked goods, but they also had almost like fresh produce. I'm like, that's very unusual for a gas station.
That's what I'm saying. I'm leaning more towards
you can
offering more fresh options.
Like fresh avocados and tomatoes, and they had a section with fresh meats. Like you could get steak and beef, and of course all kinds of sausages and stuff. But anyway, but the reason I stopped at Quick Trip is because of a kid that I follow on TikTok.
That's hilarious.
Landon Aft is his name. But he's kind of like, I love his energy. He's kind of like John Candy. Okay. But then he's got like Harry Carey glasses. So he's like a John Candy, Harry Carey hybrid.
He's got his own aura.
Like early 20s. And he's like, he's always like putting videos of him dancing he works there. So he's always doing videos of him dancing in the Quick Trip parking lot. And so I was like, oh, Quick Trip.
Did you do a dance in the park?
I did not. I almost felt like I needed to, but nobody wants to see that. So yeah, that was a good experience. My first Quick Trip stop. So, and then last week I spent a couple days in Wabash, Indiana, because I was presenting at the Wabash County Museum and did a book signing at the Charlie Creek Inn in downtown Wabash, which is a neat historic hotel that dates back to 1920s, and they've restored it in recent years. It's on the National Register of Historic Places, and we stayed at the Charlie Creek Inn, and it's got a restaurant called 20, which is also in my book, Unique Eats and Eateries of Indiana. So had an amazing meal there. It's kind of a fine dining restaurant that they have in the hotel, and we started with a salmon cake, which was very, very good, and biscuits. They were goat cheese drop biscuits that were cooked in cast iron, and they were just like so light and airy.
Couldn't get any better than that.
Melted in your mouth. They were so good.
I think goat cheese.
Yeah, me too. I love goat cheese. And then I had their Charlie Creek bib salad, which was really good. That bib lettuce, and then loaded with dried cranberries and white cheddar, strawberries, candied pecans, and then they had an apple vinaigrette with it. Yeah, that was so good. And my husband got tomato bisque, so I tried some of that. That was really good too. For my entree, I had a filet with fingerling potatoes, perfectly cooked, super flavorful. And I should have stopped there because I was completely satisfied.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
full. But then the employees strongly encouraged us to get the blueberry cheesecake, and it was phenomenal. I guess their pastry chef there that makes all these desserts from scratch,
Yeah.
and it was like a light. It wasn't like a real dense cheesecake. It was very light, and then had like a crumble on top. That it was so good. So yeah,
Worth
it's
being rolled out of there.
it was, yes. It was one of my favorite things I've eaten so far this year. Yeah, I was like so stuffed, had a couple bites, but I was like, this is going back with me to my room and it's a midnight snack.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then the next day we stopped at Market Street Grill and had their signature dish, which is the drunken chicken. And was with a side of the green beans with the bacon and onion. I love those. It reminds me of my mom's green beans. I always love to get those when I see them on a menu, so that was one of the options. And then for the other side, we upgraded to a wedge salad, and that was really good. One of the best wedge salads I've had. So it was just, the blue cheese dressing was house made and was
Nice.
just so creamy and like lots of chunks of the blue cheese. Yeah, very good. And then that evening before the book signing, we spent some time in the wine and cheese shop that's in the Charlie Creek Inn. So it was nice just to chill there and sip on wine, and we got a cheese platter with it and a chocolate platter. And
Nice.
just sat there and munched on that for a while.
Sounds like a good afternoon.
It was, yeah, and it's like a corner location there, and it's right across from the historic Eagles Theater. So we just got a little window seat there and looked at the theater, the Eagles Theater, and had a nice afternoon. It's a very cute downtown, so we took a walk down the next block to the courthouse and nearby at Charlie Creek Gardens. It's a nice place to take a walk. So it's a very nice day trip from Valpo or overnight. It's less than 2 hour drive. So, and they also have the Honeywell Center there, which is an auditorium. They have a lot of pretty big name performers there too. So nice place to go see a show and have dinner and do an overnighter. So. And then for Mother's Day, one of my boys took me to, he wanted to go get Mexican, so he suggested El Amigo, so we went there.
Yeah, nice.
That was pretty good.
That was my other thought outside of Thai food.
Yeah, originally I thought,
Mexican or Thai?
yeah, he likes Asian food, yeah, so in Bangkok Thai was one of his favorites, and you mentioned that they moved, so I'm gonna have to go check them out. You said
They're now by Town and Country.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Just a smaller dining area, but all the same menu, and the sushi's back now too, because I think when they very first opened, it was just the regular food, but.
Okay, good to know.
It was delicious, yeah.
I have to get in there, I love
the
Thai food.
pad thai, I don't know if you know what the larb is.
Mm-mm.
It's like a minced meat salad. You can do chicken or pork or other ones too, but it's like marinated in lime and onion and all kinds of Thai spices, but it's just a very fresh, high protein salad. We have the larb, pad see pad thai, and some sweet sticky rice with mango, because I just had to, because it was Mother's Day, why not?
Oh, that sounds
Not that I ate all
yesterday
that
for Mother's Day.
myself, but we shared it
Yeah.
with my mom's side of the family.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I'll have to get over there. Check that out. Alright. Oh, and then, so that we did that on Saturday night, my son and I went for Mexican, and then yesterday for Mother's Day, did brunch with one of my other boys, and we went to Culinary Misfits in Crown Point.
I've not heard of it.
Yeah, it's a nice casual spot. And good food. Yeah, we enjoyed it. There was a lot of options on the buffet. It was a buffet.
What makes it the Misfit? Is there something rebellious about it?
I don't know. I don't know where the name comes from. No, nothing.
Nothing too testy.
No, no, but no, they had some good options though for their buffet. They had a couple of things.